thought I'd put on another movie. It's Gerard Depardieu. That 14, is it 1492, 1462, or 14 something or other. Conquest of Paradise. I'm not sure exactly the storyline, but there's some bodies burning, and I just put it on then. But I started thinking of other things too. My mind starts to wander when I'm just on my own, and triggers hearing a little friend outside barking. But yeah, I was just thinking about perspective of, people placing God or Christ or Sri Krishna sort of at the top all the time, like the ultimate, the greatest, the best, but throughout history I was always sort of around the middle. I never really, I wasn't always the greatest, I wasn't always the worst, I was sort of around the middle somewhere. So the way the world sort of changed after Christ was executed, it was foretold in the Bible that the dragon would be defeated and the world would turn on its head, like the poor people will rule the world and the rich ones will become, the beggars, and it sort of happened already a long time ago. I think, all those cruel sort of leaders that really ran the world down and sat right at the very top, pressing the world down into the ground and not giving the poor people anything, it sort of gave way probably. It's hard for me to think back through history. There's so much to think about, how do you pinpoint it? It's like looking on a beach and looking for that one grain of sand in all the memories I have in there. It takes time to get through it all, That's why I'm not really an encyclopedia. I'm just a person with, I have needs and I have sort of a journey to go on. So I just put out little things when I think of them, I'm not sort of a research book you can just open up and pluck out what you want, I have needs and certain aspirations and things that have meaning and significance to me as they happen. So the internet seems to stump that. I'm only getting 1 or 2 hits on this. I should get more than that, I think, for the content I'm putting out there. I know it's not that polished, but what more can I do? I'm just at home with my dog and I've got a show I want to include, but they say it's copyright, but I'm not copying the movie. It's just featuring in something I'm doing. So I don't know why they're doing that. So it just seems like more persecution on their part against me again, just for having a view about myself. Well, anyway, you can't ridicule them either. You can't, what's the word? You can't, debate their actions. They're all, perfect, aren't they? Running these software companies. They're probably little kids doing it. Anyway, so I was just saying, these people that sit right at the very top sort of fell a long time ago right to the bottom, and then you got sort of the more beggars that sort of rose to the very top. But it's sort of coming around again where those people are becoming a bit more that way. Since technology, they're coming a bit more cruel as well, in a way. So it's sort of coming around again where the poor people at the bottom starting to become richer in a way. And then I think it's going to do another backflip at some point. Because it's done one already, it's going to backflip the other way again, Which sounds funny. But I'm always all right. I always stay buoyant right in the middle, Everything circulates around me. I sit right in the middle. It sort of does this, and then it does that, but I stay in the same spot, around the same sort of, I have everything I sort of need, but I don't really go with too much excess or too little, I sort of have what I have. I would like a bit more just to have my own family. That would be nice. Then it's not just me, it's my wife as well then, but so we'll just have a nice happy home or whatever. if I had my 100 Barbies, then I'd have my mansion, wouldn't I? So I suppose my wealth increases with my marriages, who I marry and where I go, and which is normal for a bloke. It's nothing unusual, you know. Some guys build a kingdom marrying women and employ a lot of people to take care of them, whereas I'm more gifted at taking care of them myself. I have that sort of mentality, or I'm not abusive. I'm very understanding, so I don't tend to sort of be, you know, like some kind of dominant figure. I just sort of, you know, do things differently. But yeah, I haven't got there yet with anyone yet because of all that mental health. But well, one day, still keeping my hopes alive, and I'll meet someone somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to put that in perspective when you hear that, you know, oh, you know, Copernicus was some great thing and this person's some great thing and this, but there were other greater ones than him, you know, like there were some really incredible people that existed that just weren't that famous, you know. I was just usually the famous one that got written about, but there was some other people doing incredible things. They just never really got documented so much, you know. I'm not sure why. I might just because I was the God figure. People felt inclined to sort of give that kind of worship, that sort of fame and fortune, and maybe look to God for that kind of answers, fame and fortune and stuff. Was really, it should be love the whole way. So maybe it got a bit mixed up somewhere and it sort of skewed off the love track it should have been on. And always try to get it back on that track because it's a very interesting story, love. You know, it's much different than people imagine. It's a beautiful story. I do it every day, but no one dances with me. No one does the dance with me. So they're always sort of trying to go off with someone else and imagining I don't exist, or I'm off in the clouds or in some heaven that isn't on earth or some other place. So it's hard for me to marry and to enjoy that relationship with everyone if they don't think I'm actually here. You know, and going through mental health was even worse. It was like they treated me like that in spirit, then all of a sudden they treated me like that in body as well. You know, it's like, well, hello, you know, I am here. You know, so I'm not just a voice on a movie video. I'm here with Trigger at the moment, but you're always welcome on my couch watching movies or whatever we do, playing games, or I've got heaps of stuff here, but it's a bit of a mess. I brought all my stuff down from Mum's, so I've got shit everywhere at the moment, but it's not too bad. Like, it's just a bit of stuff around. I've got decks under there, like for records, but I kind of want to get rid of that, make that a workbench. But yeah, I might get my amplifier off there and just clear that whole bench off and just have it as a workspace when I'm doing electronics. I kind of don't like these little tables hanging around here. I like to fold them, pack them away, and just have them when people come round for like... I was hoping to have dinner out on the dining table outside quite a bit, but Dad always, oh, it's too cold or it's too hot. He just likes sitting inside, I think. But so we use these inside. They're like old granny tables, you know, TV dinner tables. But yeah, it's nice to sit out with friends or family out at the dinner table out there and have tea. But I like to pack these kind of ones away. I'm hanging around so much. I would love a nice coffee table, but kind of don't want the clutter in here. And if I have someone stay over and put the mattress down, there's just nowhere to put it. Where would I put a coffee table? I suppose I could put it over there in that little hall sort of section, but sort of get in the way. It was just a small one, I suppose. Or I could just put it outside, leave it out in the balcony there, and then, yeah. So maybe I will get a little coffee table, get rid of these bloody ugly things. I really don't like them, but they're good camp ones. They're my camp ones, really. I've got another one over there that I use. That could probably stay, but I wouldn't mind packing this one away. It's a bit grotty and that. Get something a bit nicer for the lounge there, that area. Put my feet up on, you know, stick my feet up on the table. And not that you should, but isn't this a great thing my sister got for my dog? It's like a couch little bed thing. Look how big it is. It's beautiful. It cost a bit of money, but I brought it down here from the farm so Trigger could be comfortable and feel like he's got his own bed. Yeah, my sister just spoils Trigger. Like, he's a family dog. He's not just mine. He's everyone's now. Cause he's lived up on the farm with Mum and my sister so long that, you know, he's part of the furniture. Like, he's part of the family up there. So I like to bring him down here and spend time with him. Looks like Christmas, doesn't it, with these colours? Greens and blues and whites and reds and... Yeah, it's not really, it's just bags. Carrots, actually, on that one. Anyway, Twiga.